Okay, we're going to take a look at some cables. These are all used, and lots of times they're good to reuse again, but you got to take a close look at them before you do. This is throttle cable. Adjusters look good, they're free. There aren't any cracks in the outer casing. Both ends of the cable show no fraying, and both the connectors look to be in pretty good shape. So this is one I would say is very serviceable. At the opposite extreme, this is a Triumph clutch cable, and clutch cables take a lot of abuse to begin with. This has a very bad bend in it right here. I don't know what happened, whether it got motorcycle fell over, but it's also beginning to separate in the outer wrappings. This one just isn't going to cut it. But I'm not going to throw it out. We're going to put an older cable back in service. Now, I've already done the inspections we talked about earlier. This is a shorter piece. It would be one that would run on a Triumph Bonneville through a junction box. I've used the short one because it's easier to show. It's already passed inspection, so what I want to do is I'm going to put it in this tray like this, and you'll need a larger tray for a larger cable. Then I'm going to use good old WD-40. I'm just going to cover it. And spill a lot of it on my foot. Okay. Now I'm going to let this sit overnight, because what it will do, it's going to soak into this cable. It's going to remove any rust that might be in there, and of course help lubricate it too. So just put it in a tray, let it sit for a while. This has just come out of the WD-40. I wiped it down. Use a drill bit. I'm going to poke a hole in this baggie. Anything will work. I'm going to stick this cable in up into the baggie. Kind of like that. I'm going to take the tape and tape it securely to the cable. Now don't put this on your living room carpet because it will leak a little bit. I always put a tray under this. Okay, so now we have the cable attached and inside of this baggie. I didn't show you this, but I also taped the adjuster down here so that it wouldn't leak out of there too quickly. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some oil. You don't need that much. This is plenty. It's probably more than enough. Then what I'm going to do is take this piece of wire here, run it through the corner, come out over here, and then what I'm going to do is suspend this bag like so from just about any fixed point, rafter, side of the wall or something. The oil will begin to drip down the cable, will lubricate the whole thing. Notice that I have the cable pulled out somewhat because sometimes when the tip of the cable gets fixed right on the very end, it can stop the oil from flowing.